We're back. Summer lovin' is on its way.
And heartbreak may be here any day. So how do you deal with heartbreak?
We're giving you a few tips to get through it.
2 friends, 1 camera.
And lots of opinions.
Who talks about it?
We talk about it now.
And you should too. Hey everybody, it's another We Talk About It Now, and I'm your host, Joe.
I'm Marisa.
And we're going to go here and get into a topic around how to deal with heartbreak. This topic actually comes to us from my coworker, Alicia, so thank you so much,
Thanks,
Alicia. So how do you want to kick this off?
Well, I think we were talking about, summer romances are on its way, now that there's winter is left and spring is in the air and love is in the air. And you were saying you had recently been on a date where someone was talking to you about, someone in their life that was going through heartbreak. And, falling in love is so awesome, right? There's really no better feeling. But falling out of love, or being told that the other person is out of love with you, and you have to make it through, can be really horrible. So it's what is your game plan? How has it evolved over time? And what's advice you'd give friends?
Yeah, it also came up, and it's funny because I don't know the last time I had a boyfriend over winter. I always, or even dated, over winter. I always seem to date in spring, summer, into fall.
Yeah,
then
it's always hibernation in the winter, and love kind of comes out.
And so, yeah, the topic just came up, and I was just I just responded with, isn't it funny how we go through that?
Yeah.
And at first he was confused at what I meant by it, but I go through it, we all do.
Right.
But it's funny because we all gone through it, but 6 months later, maybe shorter, maybe a little bit longer, you're going to get over it.
You are going to get over it, but I think...
Move on. Happy times are still ahead.
But when you're going through it, you really feel like you're never going to make it out. So what's your game plan? What are 2 specific things that you do?
Right now, after going to my 30s, that breakup, I really vowed to myself that I was going to try to cut down on the mourning and just accept it. I will not grovel anymore. I will not chase them. People, if someone dumped you, that is the best thing you can do to drive them even further away. No one likes a stalker in that sense, so they're just going to be annoyed.
Don't be crazy.
So I've stopped that, and so I've just accepted, come to terms with it, it's over. I still will allow myself to go through whatever emotional thing I feel I need to go through.
Right.
But I remind myself that I'm going to be out dancing with my friends soon, and happy times are here, so I'm just going to make this as brief as possible and get on with my life.
And so that's how it's evolved for you, you would say. Whereas you used to kind of wallow in it,
I used to not want to wake up and not eat. Those are the younger years.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
After a few of them, you kind of learn how to cope with it better.
Absolutely.
How about you?
I would say the same. I think before I moved in with Sean, to this apartment, I was very much love me, love me, love me. If you don't love me, I'll be better this time, or whatever I felt. And I think Sean was very much if a guy likes you, you're going to know. And if it ends, there's a reason, and you don't need to worry about it. It's either this or something better. And that wasn't really something I had ever viewed about myself or in relationships. And it really was Sean to just be it's not anything that you have to ruin your life over.
Yeah.
And but it really does take going through it. And if my girlfriends go through it, you just have to remind them. You can say, you can be there, you can give advice, but they just have to experience it. And old Marisa was a mess. Old Marisa didn't eat. Old Marisa didn't shower. In high school, after my breakup with my boyfriend in high school, who I lived for, and he was not living for me, I lived in my Pepperdine sweatshirt with a pair of pearls that I wore, eating banana sundaes and crying. I looked fantastic. I was about 1 pound. It was so chic, skinny chic. But I was a mess. And I had no coping skills at the time, and I'm sure I seemed crazy to him. I was. And so yeah,
I think as you get older, you just learn to deal with it better. My only advice to people would be, let yourself go through what you need to go through. It's different for everybody. Don't be afraid of the emotions. Grieve, do what you gotta do, but just get out of it as quick as you can. It's gonna pass.
Feel your feelings, absolutely, and surround yourself with people who want to be there for you. And understand that you do have a future, I promise you. It will get better, and you will look back. You may not laugh, but you'll look back and be well, that happened. We certainly have had those. I look back and I go, oh, no, he happened. But,
Yeah. So
yeah.
what tips do you have and give your friends when they're going through a breakup? Let us know. You can comment on the video below, or you can definitely let us know on our Twitter at We Talk Now,
Mm-hmm.
and our Facebook page at We Talk About It Now.
All the internet things.
And hopefully we'll get back to blogging and we'll get some stuff up there at WeTalkAboutItNow.com.
Yeah, so we're all about it this spring. Just keep bringing us the topic ideas, and here we go. Hello, spring, everyone.
Yes. All right, who talks about it?
We talk about it.
Now.
Bye, guys.